Mike for Wine Weirdos here with Maurice DiMarino, all around San Diego and Baja California wine enthusiast here. And we're checking out the 2014 Hungry Hawk Vineyards Super Tuscan. This is a blend of Sangiovese, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, and Merlot coming out of San Pascual Valley. You're familiar with San Pascual Valley?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a long, rich history here in California. If you think back to the start of wine in California, really starting in San Diego, grapes were being grown throughout all San Diego County, mostly a lot of the San Pascual Valley. In fact, General Kearney would pass through San Pascual Valley during the Mexican Rebellion, and they would actually use the wines or the brandy back then in that region to sustain, the soldiers.
The troops? Wow.
Yeah, it would actually, they use it for when they were feeling ill or sick,
right?
And also for them to have a little bit of fun and excitement.
To get some hair on their chest.
Exactly. So
awesome.
So there's a lot of history in San Pascual Valley for fruit, and it's interesting, these young new wineries opening up and trying new things. Like here we have Sangiovese, and Sangiovese is really, I think, does really well in San Diego. It has San Diego's granite and sand, and it really can bring out the acid of Sangiovese, the fresh red fruit that comes out, and I think it's one of the grapes that really does well here. I think a lot of people in San Diego try doing Cabernet and Merlot, and it's not really what should be grown here.
They're just going for what's popular and not really thinking about what the soil or what the microclimates are saying.
Exactly. They're trying to go to sell wine rather than make wine that's going to be delicious. And I think these guys, although they're using a little Cabernet, they're using that Cabernet and Cab Franc a little bit just to kind of give it that balance and that kind of richness and a little structure to the wine.
Sure.
Well, there's Cab Franc in this too, and Cab Franc does really well in San Diego too. I saw some fantastic Cab Francs.
Awesome.
I'm not sure why, but I think maybe just a little bit cooler than like Temecula or other parts of Paso Robles. We have a nice ocean breeze. We have the high elevation. So I think Cab Franc does really well here as well.
Excellent. Well, I like this wine a lot. We've had on the show already, and it's really got a nice balance. It's very intriguing, dried cherry, almost kirsch-like thing on the nose and on the palate. Are you enjoying that?
It's all the red fruit. It's all red fruit driven. Enjoyable, had a little jammy character. It's a nice wine to enjoy, like on a barbecue out in the sun.
Agree. Hamburger wine all day.
Absolutely, nothing too complex, nothing overwhelming. It's just kind of easy drinking, fun wine. What do they charge for this? How much does it cost?
It is a little more premium price, around $38. It is their Super Tuscan after all.
Well, no,
I'd pair it with a double-double.
What happens in San Diego, and this is the challenge that these small winemakers have, is they don't make a lot of production, so you can't compete with the other market that has high production wines that can bring the prices down, and so they have a hard time playing with that. So.
I agree. Yeah, it's tough because they're trying to compete, and they need to. It's also the land, right? I mean,
expensive.
This is located in a gorgeous little neighborhood of Escondido, and you would never guess that there's a winery right there, but I highly recommend going to their tasting room.
It's interesting now with the drought in San Diego, how it's affecting it. Actually, we're now seeing more vineyards being planted in San Diego because avocados is what's been grown all over San Diego, and they take up too much water. So grapes don't need the water. So a lot of these farmers are going, hey, let's start growing grapes instead.
And dry farm them.
Yeah, dry farming the grapes, and that's what we want to see. And I think San Diego is in for a pretty cool peak of wine production here, and looking forward to see what's going to happen in the future.
Me too. Great stuff from Hungry Hawk, and we'll be back with more with Maurice here on Wine Weirdos. Cheers.